The Little Lantern's Gentle Path. Once upon a time, in a quiet little neighborhood, there was a warm house with a red roof and soft golden windows. In that house lived a boy named Ollie, with his mother, his father, and his little sister. Every morning, Ollie woke up slowly. He listened to the sounds of the house. A spoon touching a cup. Bread warming in the kitchen. His mother's gentle voice saying, "Good morning." One bright morning, his father placed a hand on Ollie's shoulder and said, "Being a good person does not always mean doing something big. Sometimes, a small kindness is like a little lantern inside your heart. It does not shout. It does not rush. It simply gives light." Ollie liked that thought very much. A little lantern inside the heart. All day long, he wondered what that lantern might feel like. On the way to school, Ollie saw an elderly woman standing near the corner of the street. She was holding a heavy bag, and her steps were slow. Ollie walked over and asked, "May I help you?" The woman smiled. Together, they walked carefully to her door. When Ollie handed her the bag, she said, "Thank you, my dear." Ollie did not feel proud. He felt something quieter than pride. He felt warm and peaceful, as if a tiny light had turned on inside him. At school, the playground was full of voices and running feet. But near the wall, one child stood alone, watching the others play. Ollie noticed him. He waved and said, "Would you like to join us?" The child looked down for a moment, then smiled. It was a small smile, but Ollie saw it. And again, the little lantern in his heart glowed softly. In class, their teacher talked about good choices. She said that every day gives us many little roads. Some roads are loud and easy. Some roads are quiet and kind. Ollie drew a small lantern in his notebook. Under it he wrote, "Today I can choose the kind road." At lunch, one of his friends had forgotten his snack at home. Ollie looked at his own sandwich. Then he broke it into 2 pieces. "Half for me," he said. "Half for you." The sandwich tasted better that day. Not because it had more inside it, but because it was shared. Later, in the school garden, a ball rolled toward a row of small young trees. Ollie and his friend stopped it before it hit them. The teacher smiled from far away. She did not need to say anything. The children understood. To protect something small is also a kind of kindness. When school was over, Ollie walked home under the soft afternoon light. The day was beginning to grow quiet. Shadows stretched along the road, and the sky turned pale blue. At home, his mother looked a little tired. Ollie noticed. He put his shoes away, placed his bag in the right spot, and went to help in the kitchen. He set spoons on the table. He carried napkins carefully. His little sister tried to put her toys away, and Ollie helped her without hurrying. That evening, everyone sat together for dinner. The soup was warm. The room was calm. Ollie told his family about the woman with the heavy bag, the child on the playground, and the little trees in the garden. His father listened quietly. Then he said, "That is how the little lantern shines. It does not need to be seen by everyone. It only needs to make the path a little gentler. After dinner, the house became softer and slower. Toys were placed on shelves. Books were closed. The kitchen light grew dim. Ollie brushed his teeth, washed his hands, and put on his pajamas. Every little movement felt peaceful, as if the whole house was preparing to dream. In Ollie's bedroom, there was a small lantern near the window. It was not lit with fire. Moonlight touched the glass and made it shine. His mother tucked the blanket around him and asked, "What did your heart's lantern teach you today?" Ollie thought for a moment. "It taught me that kindness can be very small," he whispered. Sharing. Helping. Inviting someone to play. Being gentle. His mother smiled. "Yes," she said. "Small kindnesses are often the ones that stay with us the longest." Ollie closed his eyes. That night, he dreamed of a long soft path beneath a sky full of stars. Along the path were many little lanterns, glowing one by one. The first lantern showed two children reading the same book together. The second lantern showed a child helping a younger sister tie her shoes. The third lantern showed small hands picking up a piece of paper and placing it in the bin. The fourth lantern showed a family at the breakfast table, smiling quietly at one another. Ollie walked slowly down the path. None of the lanterns were too bright. None of them flashed. They simply glowed, warm and steady. At the end of the path, there was a small garden. In the garden were young trees, books, toys, soft blankets, and a little bench under the moon. In the middle of the garden stood the smallest lantern of all. Ollie stepped closer and read the words written on it. "A good heart is a light that helps others feel safe." When Ollie read those words, he felt calm. Not excited. Not loud. Just calm. Because sometimes peace is a quiet feeling. It sits beside you gently and says, "You are safe now." Morning came softly. Birds sang outside the window, and the neighborhood woke up one small sound at a time. Ollie remembered his dream. At breakfast, his little sister could not find her sweater. Ollie helped her look for it. They found it behind a chair, and she laughed. The little lantern glowed again. On the way to school, the street was busier than before. People were walking quickly. Cars moved by. Doors opened and closed. But Ollie kept his steps gentle. In class, the teacher said that being kind is not something we do only once. It is a path we choose again and again. Ollie understood. The little lantern did not need one big moment. It needed many small moments. When a friend lost a pencil, Ollie offered his extra one. When someone spoke quietly, Ollie listened carefully. When the class lined up, Ollie waited without pushing. Each little choice was small. But together, they made the day feel brighter. After school, Ollie walked home under soft clouds. He thought about the lanterns from his dream. Sharing. Patience. Family love. A clean heart. A gentle voice. At home, he helped set the table again. One plate. One spoon. One glass. Little by little, the table became ready. His father came home and noticed the quiet room. "Thank you, Ollie," he said. The word thank you felt like a lantern too. That night, when Ollie climbed into bed, his eyes were sleepy and his heart was peaceful. His mother fixed the blanket. His father said good night. The little lantern by the window caught the moonlight once more. Ollie looked at it and whispered, "Tomorrow I will keep my lantern clean. I will help a little. I will share a little. I will speak kindly." The room became still. Outside, the stars shone softly. Inside, everyone was safe and warm. Ollie's breathing slowed. His thoughts became light, like tiny clouds drifting away. And with the little lantern glowing quietly in his heart, Ollie fell into a deep and gentle sleep. The story ends here for tonight. May your heart be calm. May your dreams be soft. And may a little lantern of kindness shine inside you, wherever you go.